Alright, welcome back to Zoo City Gaming, episode 3. In this episode we will fix this pathing system here. I do end up changing the angle of where the viewing area is, which makes for an interesting shaped habitat for our next species, which is one of our rainforest type species, which is found North Queensland and Papua New Guinea. Which is the cassowary. It's a pretty dangerous bird. You wouldn't want to come face to face with one of these, as they will charge you and they will use that hard helmet-like bit on top of their head and cause a lot of damage. Not great at all. So here I'm just putting in the fencing. I'm using the same mesh fencing that I was with the koalas, going around the viewing area. I just like having the double type fencing of the pathway fence and the enclosure fence. It just, to me, it gives that little bit more of a realism look, I suppose. Not that I'm really going for a realistic sort of zoo. I'm just going for something that is nice. I put in the habitat gate right here at the front, and then I go and purchase my 2 cassowaries and see what the terrain is. I sort of already know what the terrain's going to be sort of like, so I go ahead and start before the cassowaries arrive. And here they have arrived, and we will hop out of our time lapse now and we'll do a few minutes of actual in-time gameplay. I find this species very interesting. I've not actually seen one in the wild at all ever, only in zoos, and they only ever have like 1 or 2, and generally they're not in the same enclosure either. The male's by himself and the female's by herself, because they do actually spend a lot of time in nature solitary, and then they only come together when it's mating season. So here I'm just putting in some enrichment items to help the cassowaries move around the enclosure a little bit more, so that everyone gets a good view from generally everywhere. I'm looking forward to doing this enclosure just because of the shape of it. The size is actually quite a good size. I don't put any like water, as in like pools of water. I just do the tap type things, as I'm just pretending that this is like a zoo that's just beginning and starting out, and they don't have a lot of money, which this zoo actually doesn't have a lot of money, so it makes sense to me. So here I'm putting in a shelter, give them some shaded area and resting space. For some reason I forgot to click the tick and I accidentally get rid of it, so I have to replace it. Once I've replaced it, I will then start to put the bedding in, and I'll start adding in some vegetation. But first I need to look up the actual biome and whatnot of where these actually live, so I get the correct plants, as I don't want to put in things that aren't in that area. And I thought with the bedding I'd put it under but also out, so that they can sleep in the sun if they want to. Yeah, just something a bit different. Yeah, here's where I'm just checking all of the biome and whatnot. And then I just start adding in all of the plants and filling it out. Again, I'm just filling it out enough, not like a spectacularly rich zoo. It's just one that's, just starting out, so they don't have a great deal, but enough for the well-being of the animals. And in actual nature, they would be in the forested area, so they are hard to see. But here, obviously, we need the guests to see what the animals look like and what they're doing. So the vegetation here is a little bit more sparse. And I do use a variety of different species, and making sure that we get like ground covers and the middle canopy and an upper canopy as well with some larger trees. And I disperse that all throughout the enclosure. So now we're sort of starting on the middle sort of canopy. I don't do too much. Like I said before, I don't want it to be too busy, but I want it to have enough just so that there is some sort of cover and whatnot. And I'll do some rocks a little bit later as well, I think. Oh no, I'm doing it now. I just put like 2 or 3 rocks in here as like just a defining sort of space sort of thing. I'm making sure that I use different rocks to decorate it as well, and then adding a few like smaller shrubby type plants around the base of the rocks just to help them sort of embed a little bit more. It's like being noticeable that they've just been plonked there, which they have in a way, I guess. Still on that middle sort of canopy. And then I'll start to put in some of the larger trees. To fill it out a little bit more. And over the next few episodes, because I've already recorded a few, these cassowaries breed like, I don't know what. I've not seen them breed that quick before, and they are super fast to breed. So I don't know what I've done to make them want to breed so well, but I've obviously done something right for them. But yeah, they use all of this space as well. Their traversable area is really good. And they use it really, really well. I'll soon go into a time lapse to finish the video off, as we've been watching normal speed play for a little while, and you know what's been happening. So I've just done some of the benches and things. So yeah, all is good here. Making sure they've got the donation bins and other bins and chairs and places to sit, relax, take in the scenery, the serenity. Making sure we get in education speakers and things. And I'll do the same for the koala because I thought I did it last time, but I didn't, so I redo it. Well, thank you for watching Zoo City Gaming. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, tell friends, family, share, like, everything, and make sure you comment as it all helps. Thank you. Bye.